Good evening. Welcome to Baby Stealer Training. I'm your instructor, Zippy the Hippie. Today we are going to discuss how to enter a home. When acquiring children for the child protective industry, it is important to understand that first impressions are what will make your job of removing the child easier. It is at this point we shall address two key factors. The first is coercion, and the second being manipulation. The practice of compelling a parent to behave in an involuntary way in order to allow you into the home, whether through action or inaction, should be done by use of threats, intimidation, trickery, or some other form of pressure or force, such as informing the parents that you will be calling the police if they don't let you in. Use these as leverage to force the family to act in the desired way of letting you into the home, since it is not a good idea to actually inflict physical pain or injury upon the parents. We suggest psychological harm in order to enhance the credibility of a threat. The threat of never seeing their children again if they do not allow you into the home is an excellent technique that always leads to the cooperation or obedience of the parents. Emotional torture is one of the most extreme examples of coercion, so we suggest you do this only after you have had the first court date, making the children wards of the court. Coercion and manipulation may be associated with circumstances which involve the unethical use of threats or harm to achieve some objective, but it equally often applies to other means of influence, such as sweet talking, begging, charming, lying, and seduction. Let the parents believe you are there to help, in the best interests of the child. Here are a few other coercion or manipulation techniques that may come in handy in gaining entry. Tell the parents that if you are not allowed to come in, they could lose their jobs with all the upcoming court dates, therapy, parenting classes, and drug testing. Make sure to let the parents know that it is your job to remove children and that you will not lose your job. You can even tell the parents that you are only at the home to improve their parenting by offering services, such as parenting classes and individual therapy. It is a must to have the parents admit to something they did not do by believing it is the only way to keep you from taking the children. Where at that point, they have admitted to abuse and neglect, literally opening the door for removal. But if you don't get in, you can't do that. And don't forget to inform the parents that you are immune from any accountability and that you have the power to do whatever it takes to get the job done. This is not limited to generating fraudulent reports to the courts or writing psychiatric evaluations on people you never met. And if all else fails, tell them that if they do not let you in the house, you can and will have them arrested. Thank you, and have a good night.